I am filled with the gratitude for the outpouring of support we've received from all across our great country. But the time has now come to suspend my campaign.
Yes, people, Super Tuesday was last night, and unfortunately, Nimarata Nikki Haley is no longer running for president under the Republican ticket. Aww. Yeah. And though she didn't fully come out to support Donald Trump, she did say this.
I have always been a conservative Republican and always supported the Republican nominee. But on this question, as she did on so many others, Margaret Thatcher provided some good advice when she said, quote, "Never just follow the crowd. Always make up your own mind." It is now up to Donald Trump to earn the votes of those in our party and beyond it who did not support him. And I hope he does that.
Nimarata, I got a quote for you, and it's from Dr. Maya Angelou. And she said this.
When people show you who they are, believe them. Yes.
Look, I know that was Oprah, but Oprah was talking to Maya Angelou. Go look at the damn video. And Nimarata, the reason why I want you to remember what Dr. Maya Angelou was saying is because just before you came out and did your speech, Donald Trump put out a statement because he knew you was going to leave your campaign. And he said this.
Nikki Haley got trounced last night in record-setting fashion, despite the fact that Democrats, for unknown reasons, are allowed to vote in Vermont and various other Republican primaries. Vermont is an open primary. They were allowed to vote in that. He then goes on to say that most of her money came from, quote, radical left Democrats, as did her voters. And this is interesting. He says, at this point, I hope she stays in the quote, quote, race and fights it out until the end. Then he goes on to thank his family and friends. But then he said he would further invite all Haley supporters to join his movement in the greatest movement he calls in the history of the nation, then calls Biden the enemy and says he's destroying the country. So
the same people that you hoped that he would try to pull into his party, he just crapped on. He crapped over all your supporters and said that they were really Biden supporters. So Republicans, this is who he believes you are. If you're not with him, you are against him. If you're not with him, you're with the other side. He's not going to try to bring you over. That's the part that's going to kill him. Ronald Reagan had what we call Reagan Democrats. Obama had Obama Republicans. Donald Trump just got MAGA. And if you're not MAGA, you're nobody.
It is this type of rhetoric and behavior that they find difficult to stomach, to then bring them back over to the Republican Party to vote for Trump and the MAGA movement. So
Joe Biden is not going to start campaigning until after his State of the Union address. And when he does, he needs to hammer in on Donald Trump and those kind of comments, because Donald Trump is going to alienate a part of the Republican Party that are still Republicans and not MAGA. And those people are going to do one or two things. They're going to stay home, or they're going to go out and vote for Biden. What do you think?